You were among the first few people to also take a very, strong stand against sexual harassment. Now you have a full new, production house. How fiercely are you going to protect and how are you making sure
Because
that because you've
we have,
learned, right? You've learned.
yeah, they're very simple things. Like, in the sense, I know what are my strengths and my weaknesses, and I know what I'm not going to do. Because with every film, with every project, individually, we are going to hire people who do line production, people who do things, and people will be hired on project basis. The company will essentially remain three people who have three different strengths: one who does the contract, one who handles finances, and I handle the creatives, and that's it. So every time when we start a film, we hire people for the film per se, and that's it. And I'm going to limit things to that, not doing too many productions, focus on things and do them really well, concentrate on quality, and invest a lot as much as possible in new talent that I used to do earlier, and newer ideas, and I'm much more fearless at this moment now, because my actions or my choices do not impact the existence or the financial model of a company, because it's not about doing 50,000 different things where you can't really keep a check on things.
Anurag, I obviously watched Choke and I found it very, very interesting. Wonderfully written. It's not your style. It's different. It felt very fresh.
It
Um,
came from Nihit
I know
Bhave,
that.
that's why probably.
Yes, it has. I know that the idea of demonetization was not Nihit's initially, and you wanted that to be a part of it. Now, there's two. There's one more part to this question. The question being that when your political views are that clear, and when you're taking up a subject like demonetization, where people are obviously expecting you to have looking at that subject from your political view, how do you balance that out, and how did you know, did that question come up? How were you thinking about that bit?
No, it's not like I don't know how to balance things, in the sense I have my I have my writer, I have my actors, I have my people who I give enough credit to and strength to, that they can question me. So whenever there was a temptation or an intention that the character starts talking about politics, which is my politics, the first thing Nate will say is, "Why is Sarita sounding like Anurag? Sarita is not Anurag." And that was valid. And Sayami would say the same thing. And when you play it out, you realize it when it's happening in front of your eyes. And if you're really honest, you will see that you're forcing a character and you're forcing an ideology on a character. You're not being honest or true to the story you're telling, on the story of the people that you're telling. It's the same thing in the sense, like, we have always stayed neutral. Even when I was doing Black Friday, I was very neutral. I was not trying to thrust my point of view. I was objective. I took a step back and do that. At that time, my political understanding was also much lesser, and I was much naive and innocent. Like, it allowed me to take a step back and look at it objectively and be honest and truthful. Now I am politically more aware, and I have a political opinion, and I am a political person. But the thing is, now I need people to keep me in check sometimes. And there are people around me who will keep me in check, because essentially it never let me forget that this film is about Sarita and Sushant and their marriage, and about her own struggle with her aspirations, with her trauma, with her everything. And this film is not essentially a film about demonetization. Demonetization is a very important spine to it, around which the film is built.
Watch E-Town News Monday to Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Zoom.